Pleasant morning, children. Hope you are all safe and good. Today we are going to discuss the book back exercise of chapter 14, Water. Fill in the blanks. First question. The process of changing water into its vapor is called. So, what is that process? The water that is a liquid state, it is get changed into gas. What is that process called? You have to mention it here. And second question, the process of changing water vapor into water is called a dash. It is the reverse process of the first, that is water vapor, it is get converted into water, that is gas into the liquid form. And third question, no rainfall for a year or more may lead to dash in that region. So if there is no rainfall, what happened to that area? You have to mention that term here. Next question, excessive rain may cause. So if it is a plenty of rainfall in a region, what it leads to? Okay, so excess water it start to move into the living area. What is that condition called? And second, it is you have to state the following whether the condition is evaporation or condensation. So we have to know about the terms evaporation and the condensation. So evaporation, if you see, the water, it is a liquid state, it is converted into the gaseous state. So that is called as evaporation. Whereas in condensation, the gas, it is converted into liquid, the reverse process. Okay, so now we will read the statements. Water drops appear on the outer surface of the glass containing cold water. So we have observed that very cold water which is present in the bottles will have that water drops on surface. So this indicates what it indicates. Okay, so the water droplets it is there. So think wisely and answer it. And second question, steam rising from wet cloths while they are ironed. So here itself we have mentioned a clue, it is given, it is steam. So steam it is coming out. So steam rises from the wet cloth. Okay, so find the answer whether it is evaporation or condensation. And third, fog appearing on a cold winter morning. So fog, so you know the nature of the fog, how it will be, how the state, so what process it comes under. Okay, and next, blackboard dries up after wiping it. So in the schools we can observe this. So if you are wiping a blackboard and it suddenly gets dries up, so what is that condition indicates? And finally, steam rising from the heart riddle when water is sprinkled on it. Okay, it is same similar to that steam rising. So here also the same thing, same process. And next, true or false. Okay, which of the statements are true? Okay, the first statement, water vapor is present in air only during monsoon. So they are telling that in the air, water vapor content is present only in the monsoon season, not in the other season. So it is actually, it is not a correct statement. Next, water evaporates into air from oceans, river, lake, but not from the soil. Okay, so we have studied about that soil is also containing some moisture content in it. So this will not related, that is this is not correlated with this statement. And third, the process of water changing into its vapor is called evaporation. So this is the explanation of evaporation. Check whether the statement is right or wrong. And next question, the evaporation of water takes place only in sunlight. So we need the heat. The major source is sunlight, but here they are telling that only on sunlight the evaporation will occur. So check the statement. And next, water vapor condenses to form tiny droplets of water in the upper layer of the air where it is get cooler. Okay. So this condensation process, they are explaining the condensation process. So check the statement whether it is true or false. Fourth question, Suppose you want to dry your school uniform quickly, would spreading it near to a agnity or heater help? If yes, how? So if you are uniform, so this will be happen during the monsoon season, so it will not get dry up quickly. So for that we used to dry up in the fan or else in the heater and some other applications we will use. So here they have given us heater. So if it helps at that moment and how it helps. Okay, so here the process of evaporation is taking place. Okay, right? So evaporation is a rapid at high temperature. Okay, so heater, if you are keeping at the high temperature, so evaporation process will be taken place there. So this will help in drying up the uniform quick. And fifth question, take out a cooled bottle of water from refrigerator and keep it on a table. After some times, you notice a droplets of water around it. Why? So this conditions we have observed, that is the water bottle from the refrigerator. If you are keeping out, we can find some water droplets which is on the surface of the bottle. So why it happens? So this is because the conditions, that is the atmosphere, it is get cold, and that's why we can able to see that water droplets on the surface of the water. And sixth question, to clean their spectacles, people often breathe out on the glasses to make them wet. Explain why the glasses become wet. So this you can see in the older persons, they often used to clean their glass by breathing out on the glass. So if they breathe out, a smoky like layer will be there in the mirror and they will be wiping out and they can use it. So this is because of that, while breathing out the water content it is present there, so that's why it becomes wet. And seventh question, how are clouds formed? So this is because of the condition, it is condensation, the cooling up process. So briefly explain about condensation here. Eighth question, when does a drought occur? So drought, it is a condition where no rainfall for a year or more than a year. So there in that particular area we can have this drought condition. So explain about that. Thank you, children.